Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0 at the Hotel Planetoid. I've been away for a couple of days and I've been sick for a couple of days, which is why there weren't that many videos lately. But hopefully we can catch up a little bit in the next few days. I need to send over some materials apparently, and we also still need a way to power this up. I would suggest we're gonna be adding another power transformer, and we can have that located all the way on the right side right there, and then just have a bunch of power wires enabling these guys. Having a look at the main planetoid, I want to send over some materials. Currently we are not sending over anything. That of course is not good. We want to go for a little bit of ceramic, but then also, how is my steel looking? 17 tons, that's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and enable this again. Whoop, I did probably set this to a high priority. Oh no, that was actually a previous pipe job here. Yeah, my pipes are still burning up at regular intervals, but it's not really that bad. Now I've been thinking, when it comes to the steam, we need to be extremely careful. I probably have to set up some security measurements in order to only send the amount of steam that we actually need. Otherwise the packets inside the pipes are certainly gonna be cooling down to the point of breaking the pipes. Maybe once we have 40 duplicants, there will always be somebody using the sauna, and therefore the packets can move quickly enough, but I'm not so sure about that. You know, I might want to go ahead and upgrade either May or Nisbet to take over the creative job. It looks like either one would be fine with that job. I'm gonna go with May and put her into art fundamentals all the way up to masterworks. And this is then gonna allow her to once again be productive with the paintings and everything else. So I probably have to enable this, yeah, decorating. We're gonna put this to the same priority as everything else. Oh, there we go. She's already going to town. Now I will be able to see whether or not I put these statues in the correct orientation. And yes, indeed, they're looking into the room. This is exactly what I wanted to see. This is so confusing when actually placing them, because they seem to be looking into the other direction. And now if I want to, I can even go ahead and switch what we have going on here, though I'm not so sure I'm happy with what I can have here with these statues. I mean, they do give out the best decor, but maybe there would be better statues with a larger sculpting block. Let's just make sure, see what we can get here with... Ooh, that already looks better. Yeah, honestly, I do like these motifs a little bit better here with the duplicant on the statue. So as bad as it hurts, we're gonna take apart all these. And May is already continuing with the paintings. Wonderful. You know, actually looking at this, I believe I would like to implement an emergency ladder, especially because sometimes there are gonna be many duplicants using one of these transit tube access points at the same time, and therefore they will have to wait and I will get many errors. And since technically this bunkered tile row here isn't necessary, I could profit from getting all these materials back first of all, but then also installing another ladder. And of course we're gonna go with our plastic ladder all the way up to this point. This precaution is not going to be necessary for these transit tube access points, since only 2 duplicants are going to be using it at the same time. I also would like to establish a transit tube connection right here. So this would become a crossing. We're gonna go through here, connect this up, and add another ladder there. Okay, I think I've made some progress. Why are you mingling? I just don't like that. Either way, this room is now finished. I closed it up and I also pumped it out. So we don't technically need this part here anymore. This can go. And we are also ready to hook up the water. So we just need to connect the pipes and then it should go through the system. And what it should also do is fill this up until we have reached over 500 kilograms. So below the 500 kilograms, we're still gonna keep this liquid vent open. And then as soon as we reach 1,000 grams of steam, we are gonna start to pump it out. Now, I don't necessarily want to do that right now because nobody is gonna be using it up, but you know, that's how it's gonna work. Now, the only thing here in the beginning that could happen is we are going through too much water. Oh, right now this is just looping back, so I guess we can get rid of this part for now. And there we go, now it's going through here. Or maybe we keep this in place and we only send it up if we are below a certain temperature, though I don't really really have the space for that, honestly. Oh well, we'll see. Let's keep it running for the time being. I'm making good progress. I think I sent over enough steel by now to finish the bunker tiles as well as on the top here. We've made some progress when it comes to painting. I want to make sure that I have the same thing going on each level. So if I have this painting here, then I want it on the other side as well. And as for the statues, I would prefer if they are just facing inwards. It doesn't really matter which statues they are. So I can't promise it's always going to be symmetrical, but I'm certainly going to do my best. I think slowly but surely I want to test the waters with filling up the surroundings here. After some testing, I decided to do it manually. If we started right now, it's not going to take that long. The only problem is going to be my access point to this room actually, and we might have to put this towards the top. So this is not going to be convenient. Like I can get down here this way, for instance, so all we would have to do is set up a transit tube access point, or maybe to be more consistent, we're gonna build that transit tube access point on the top here and just move up a little bit. And looking at this wire, we might actually be able to just use that. That would be convenient. Then all I would have to do is, for instance, move the pipe over here together with a vent. And then this would start to gradually fill this up. Not sure if I also have to do this on the other side, but this way we at least can get started. Now, just to be sure, here on the top everything is secure and safe, and then at the bottom here nothing can happen except for this part here where it can leak through. But I guess we just now have to remove this. Yeah, as a matter of fact, all of this can go, and we are gonna replace this tile. Though maybe I wait for the next cycle until I have this finished here. That's better. I also moved my food over here because I'm practically living on this planetoid. I'm only really moving back to the ship in order to restore my Atmo suits. But yeah, now it's probably time to invite our first duplicants, and for that what we could do is just add a mini pod. Now these mini pods, once placed, I cannot destroy. So let me think, is this really the place where I want it? Yeah, honestly, I'm not so sure, but I'm thinking I'm gonna be placing it here. And then I have some doors in order to prevent the duplicants that I don't want to enter. Sure, let's go ahead and build this too. Whenever I want to print a new hotel guest, I'm gonna be doing that here, and they will only be able to exit through the right side. Now hold the phone. I don't really need two of these guys, right? I can just go ahead, connect this. Not enough materials. Then let's build it out of something else. I think that is much more practical. Wait, I totally forgot to inspect it, and we have to activate it as well. So maybe right now I'm gonna allow the duplicants to get in there. And there we go. May is activating it. Wonderful. We can now print our first hotel guest. In general, whenever I intend to accept new hotel guests, I'm not gonna be picky. I'm just gonna choose the first duplicant that is in the list. So in this case, it is Liam, and I'm not yet sure about the naming scheme right here. Liam, you are gonna be guest number 1 right now. And then what I want you to do is take this bed right here. Then you also claim this toilet. Yeah, that is gonna be yours, guest number 1. Okay, and then you also get this table here. I'm already gonna activate the water cooler here. What else do we need? We need to activate your phone. No, I removed the phones, but we need to activate maybe one phone. No, that means my other duplicants are gonna use it as well. Oh well, it's also about creating some schedules. So this next schedule here is gonna be guest schedule 1. And we're gonna be starting with all a downtime for the time being. Get that bedtime in here. And then maybe we do just a little bit of work in the morning. And we also have to make sure that our guest here has nothing to do. So everything should be X, except for operating at the lowest priority. So operating is gonna be the manual generator here. So we only want to allow certain people into this room. Hold the phone, guest, you should be in that schedule. So now it's downtime and they're just gonna be hanging around. Now, where the heck are you going? Yeah, shouldn't be going anywhere except, well, taking a shower, that is good, taking a poop. And now he's going into this room. So they're going to be spending a lot of time into these rooms because they are recreation rooms. Now the top one is missing the recreational building. I think I'm going to be making some space for that. So just take this apart and then maybe place a water cooler or something else there. Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure the water cooler counts. We'll see. Now into the training room, I only want to allow my guests at the moment, at least. Right now it's going to be their downtime, but technically in the morning they should work on this, at least once I got it connected. Also maybe suppress this warning, I don't need to see that. And now that we have the watercooler here, this is, oh no, it's a great hall. This is horrible, I didn't want that. So we might have to put another party line phone there. Yeah, there we go. Guest number 1 is actually working out just for the 2 hours, and then they're off to idle again. And I think they're just gonna be pooping and eating whenever they please. Let's also enable one of these phones, even though my other duplicants are potentially gonna waste a little bit of time. But this is the soft opening of the hotel. We want to make sure once we invite many duplicants that they're happy. And yes, here we go. Guest number 1 is using the toilet. And now this is also filling up with water. So let's go ahead and get rid of this finally. The thermo aqua tuner is still going for it, which means this is being heated up. Now at a certain point, I'm gonna need to regulate this, because if I just send it through the aqua tuner all the time before we have the guests actually using the sauna, this is not gonna go well. It might not go well either way. I'm thinking that I also need like a heat sensor in order to detect when it's just absolutely too hot. Very good. I would say guest number 1 here is actually pretty happy. Now, one thing I wanted to test was this mechanical surfboard, because this is also gonna spew a little bit of water, and I just wanted to know where the water actually goes, because we might just come up with a solution to catch that in the act. Yeah, there we go. Liam is using the surfboard. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely amazing. I never used that because of the practicality, but you know, we gotta start somewhere. And actually, before replacing these, I probably want to get rid of all of this and then maybe set up a little pump. Okay, there it is. All I need now, I suspect at least, is a mini liquid pump that we can place right there. And then I think I'm just gonna be bringing this over here. This might be the easiest. All I have to do is open up this tile. And then of course at the same time I can easily power this up. I'm also gonna enable the jukebox for little Liam here. Oh yeah, he loves it. There we go. I think this might work out, provided the mechanical surfboard only splashes towards the bottom, so it can just go through the ground. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna be needing a mesh tile here. And then of course the pump right here can go for it, and it's just gonna be going into my system basically. Right now I'm still filling up the bottom part here. This might actually take a while to do. My water temperature at the moment is 90 degrees, so very soon everything is gonna be converted to steam, and then new water is going to be incoming. So I'm not even sure this is going to work. I might just accumulate an enormous amount of steam this way. And of course the steam will get hotter and hotter, except of course we can provide more water. But here we go. We have our first hotel guest. He's spending most of his time in the entertainment area. Of course, I would be doing that too. Now, let me see. Are we lucky? Yes, Sweetles. Yes, finally. Okay, we got a Sweetle. So that is going to be a very good point to wrap up the episode. I want to have my critter drop-off point right here. Yes, 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 build that. Now, I'm already missing the sulfur. What was my plan to get more sulfur? I totally forgot about that. Here we go, critter drop-off point. We want to drop off the Sweetles. And I think what is going to happen is they are just going to interact with the plants, and over time they're going to evolve into the grubs, which is what we actually want. Hooray, we got it! Sweetle larva. I'm so happy. So happy. What is it gonna do? Oh, wait, we need now to close this door. Otherwise it's gonna get away. Okay, nice. I'm glad we also got that initiated. We got our first hotel guest, and May is using that. What did I do? Ah, of course. I enabled this again. Yeah, I'm gonna disable this for the time being. Just cut this off right there, so my duplicants aren't doing stupid things. I had to open it up again so they could reach the refrigerator there, so that is kind of an issue. Here we go. I'm gonna keep on working here. We are almost completely done here. There's still the backdrop missing, and of course we need to enable all of the machines. Some of the machines are actually gonna require a little bit of attention, like the soda fountain, for instance. I believe we need some stuff for that. Actually, let me see. What do we even need? We need some carbon dioxide for that. Okay, that could be interesting to kind of recycle everything. That is so cool. So we recycle the pee, what they're breathing, and everything. Love it. Alrighty, a couple more cycles have passed. I started to clean things up a little bit, bringing the materials all the way up to here. This is actually full, so I have to unload it. I now also made a more dedicated area collecting the polluted water from the petroleum generators and cooling down the liquid reservoirs, so I could clean up the bottom bottom part here. Now I just have to collect all of the bottles, and actually I don't want to bring them here anymore, but what I might do is actually just destroy the extra water that we're getting that is not pure water but polluted or salt water. Now when it comes to oxygen in the future, this is a problem we haven't solved yet. Now I would like to get another plant here, honestly. So what we could do is go straight down here and actually have a gas vent on each level. That might just work out. Now it's probably not going to be good to daisy chain these. Instead I'm gonna set up separate pipes for each level. If I remember correctly, we have 8 levels, so we're gonna divide that by how many pumps? Yeah, this is perfect. We have the 4 pipes right here. What we could do is have 4 pipes going down. So I would want this to go over by 1 block. Then we're gonna switch to insulated pipes, and honestly this can be a cheap material such as sandstone, and we're just gonna bring this all the way down to the lowest pair. Then we have a second pipe going all the way down to this one and that one. A third pipe going to this guy and that guy, and oh wait, what? Oh no, we have 10 levels. That is bad. In this case, I'm gonna do 3 pipes here, and then 1, 2, 3 right there. This one will have 2, and the last one will also have 2 going down here. Okay, yeah, sure. I can live with that. Now we just have to hook this one up properly, so we don't want to go into this direction any longer, and we can keep this one in place for these guys right there. Have another pipe here and another pipe there. Okay, maybe I'm gonna make this insulated. Okay, it adds up, but I'm not too happy that this pipe is beneath the layer. So I think I'm just gonna bring everything up by 1 block, and then we should be able to fix that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I need a couple of ladders. Please, Ken, you can do it. What did you do? No, he went outside. Okay, I think we really need to prevent this from happening. If I just have a door right here and don't allow my guests to leave, we should fix that issue. So everyone is allowed inside, but only Nisbet and May are allowed outside. That should fix the issue. Yeah, you can't complain now. It's all your fault. Wonderful. To wrap things up, I would say it's time to activate some more amenities. Just look at the surfboard. It actually works the way we set it up. So I'm also going to activate the arcade cabinet. And what else can we activate? Let me see. Gonna activate the second phone booth. And yeah, of course, we're gonna activate the beach chairs as well as the vertical wind tunnel. So that should be interesting to see. Guest 1 is definitely enjoying himself. Please be some sulfur. No, but some seeds. We could actually go ahead and just print them right here. So we already have them on the planetoid, and then I think I'm gonna get started right here planting that. Though honestly, I wanted those seeds right here in the center. So we're gonna have 1 additional of these arrow pods, and that's where we have the bliss bursts that emit some spores. And we're also just gonna set up all the pods. Oh my gosh, can we really do that? There it is, wonderful. It might actually not be the seed that I was thinking of. Yeah, I think I was thinking about the body bot seed. So that is gonna need to swap. But still, once again, we made some good progress. Everything is a little bit cleaner. By the time we reach the next episode, we should be able to accept even more guests and also set up a delivery system for the food so we get that on a regular basis. But yeah, I would say with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap up today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Bye bye.